So this is the estimation game, and I like to use this game with quite experienced teams as well as complete newcomers to the methodology. And it's very successful because it's a little bit silly. What I find is with other people who try a different version of this game or try to teach other techniques is that often those techniques are far too close to the day-to-day activities that the team is carrying out. And it's very hard for those participants to actually make a separation between the work that they're doing and the habits that they formed and learning a new way to approach estimation, which is thereby more efficient and effective. So this is the game. So I'm going to start by giving you a bit of background to the game, then I'm going to take you through the backlog, and then I'll give you the how to play the game requirements. So the game is called the Pampered Pet Salon. So we are in the Pampered Pet Salon business, and we have a loyal customer base of mostly dog owners who have come to us to have their favourite pooches clipped and tidied. So this can include washing, drying, combing, nail clipping and hair trimming, and sometimes for maintenance and sometimes for shows. We have 6 dogs which we need to give estimates for, 4 of which have been seen before and 2 of which we haven't. One of the new dog owners may also want her cat clipped and can't use the same products on the dogs as the cat. We have some tools at our disposal, so for example electric clippers, scissors, hose and bucket, different soaps, etc. One set of the electric clippers, however, is a bit old and slow, and sometimes the animals can be a bit nervous and difficult, which can increase the time required. So this is the backlog. So these are going to be our 6 pooches that we need to trim, tidy and maintain. So I'll start with the Golden Retriever. So the Golden Retriever is a regular customer. The owner is time poor and likes to keep her pet maintained. So the acceptance criteria is washed, clipped and dried. The tail needs to be trimmed. Nails need to be clipped and knots removed from between the paws. The Yorkshire Terrier. So the Yorkshire Terrier is a regular customer. So this pooch is sometimes used in TV adverts. So they need to be kept looking clean and tidy. And campaigns. So they need to be maintained. So the acceptance criteria is that they need to be washed and clipped and dried. The tail needs to be trimmed. The long hair combed back and left over the face but tidied up so it doesn't hang in the eyes. So this is the poodle, and they are a regular customer and they take their pet to shows and they have a show coming up and want to be ready. So the acceptance criteria is that they need to be washed, clipped, dried and shaved, ready for the show, and their nails also need to be clipped. The Great Dane. Now, how do you compare a Yorkshire Terrier with a Great Dane? So this is going to be one of the challenges of the whole exercise. So the Great Dane is a regular customer, and with a dog this large, it's better to pay someone else to do it. So the acceptance criteria is just that they need to be washed and dried. The Bulldog. So a new customer, so we're not sure if he is a nervous animal or not. He has had some skin problems, so he needs to be professionally washed. The acceptance criteria is that he needs to be washed and dried. And this final one is a celebrity pet. So this is a new customer, so we're not sure if the pets are nervous animals or not. The owner is time poor but loves his pets. He is a tabloid celebrity and will have his pets featured in a magazine this week. So the acceptance criteria is that both animals need to be washed and clipped. The tail needs to be trimmed. The cat should not be shaved or clipped too short. So that's our backlog. Now, how do we play the game? So each person within the group needs to take on a different task area. So one person needs to be responsible for washing the dog or the cat, depending on the backlog requirement. One person responsible for discussing with the customer, for example. You need to decide as a group what estimation method you want to use. So whether that's hours, t-shirt sizes, or planning poker and story points. Each person needs to estimate based on the chosen system for their task. However, there's a catch. You want to shut up the shop on Friday in order to be able to get away for the weekend. Will you be able to get everything done in time? So you'll have 5 minutes to read, discuss and assign roles. You'll have 15 minutes to play the game. And then you'll have a further 10 minutes to review and change your approach. And the things that you need to be thinking about through this process are, is it easy to estimate, and how could you improve on things for next time? There are resources which you can print out in the course materials or download and share.